News Channel 20 Sports Desk.
College basketball's March Madness is literally just weeks away, and Illinois head coach Brad Underwood, he's excited, and he should be. After he beat Iowa on Tuesday, he locked up an invite to the big dance, Illinois' sixth straight invite to the tournament.
And so many good things and fun things happen in our sport in March. And it's always a time to expect anything, truthfully, from the greatest upsets.
In Illinois, they're going to need to pull off some upsets if they want a better NCAA tournament seed. After a very inconsistent February where those losses piled up, Illinois is now a projected 8th seed, and that means they have to face a 1 seed in the second round. No thank you. But they can also move up if they beat Michigan or Purdue over the next week. On Sunday, they're taking on the Wolverines, who are 15th in the country and likely going to be favored to defeat Illinois. They're led by dominant 7-footers Danny Wolf and Vlad Golden.
A team has won a ton of close games. They are extremely old.
In Illinois women's basketball, also playing Michigan tomorrow at the State Farm Center for Senior Day. After the game, Kendall Bostic, Adalia McKenzie, and Markyra Cook will be honored for their last game in Champaign. But the season, it's not over. Right now, Illinois is projected to make the NCAA tournament for just the second time since 2003. It's been a pleasant surprise in Champaign, Illinois overcoming multiple season-ending injuries en route to becoming one of the Big Ten's finest teams. And it was the state finals for girls wrestling held in Bloomington, Illinois. We had several Central Illinois products participating today. Phoenix Molina of Unity, Alexis Seymour of Jacksonville, Jenna Tuxhorn of Glenwood, and Sydney Cannon of Mount Zion, and each of them competing in different weight classes. Our Sammy St. Jean, he was at the event all day, and he'll be back with the highlights of the matches. And he was also able to interview each of those girls who placed in the top 6. And Saturday was just an excellent day for wrestling. While the individual boys wrestling wrapped up last week in Champaign, today we had some Central Illinois squads competing in duels in Bloomington. We'll have that action for you tonight and how well those squads performed on the mat. Whew, baseball season, March Madness, warm weather coming up. It's becoming a good time in Central Illinois. I'm Carson Gordy. I'll see you at 10 o'clock with more local coverage.
Last weekend, the spotlight was on the boys wrestling state finals, seeing a few local state champions emerge. And this Saturday, our sports spotlight was back on wrestling, but primarily with the girls, as the individual girls state finals wrapped up today. We wouldn't have any state champions today, but we would have a handful of local podium finishers in Bloomington, none higher than Sydney Cannon in her second place finish in the 115-pound weight class. For Cannon, this was her third consecutive top 4 finish and the best placement she's ever had. Now, the Braves junior standout has made some noticeable progress from last year to this, and she's coming back with one more chance next year, having her sights on the top of the podium.
I've definitely developed very well. Taking a little downfall last year, I had a lot of stuff that happened last year, but it just helps me get closer and closer to the end goal. It feels good knowing that I have this one more shot before I get to hit the road, But knowing that it makes me want to get it more.
We would have 2 third-place finishers, including Glenwood's Jenna Tuxhorn. Now, Tuxhorn's day started with a semifinal loss, but she turned around for her consolation semifinal and the third-place match with 2 victories, which included a 5-3 decision over Allison Garbex that earned her that third-place finish. Now, after standing on the top of the podium, Tuxhorn talked about rebounding after her semifinal loss and improving on that 4th-place finish from last year.
It's really cool just knowing that I was able to get 1 place higher than I did last year, and knowing that we put all the work in to get here is just really cool. It kind of brought me down a little bit, but in the end, just knowing that I've been able to work all season long and being able to place is just cool.
Now, moving to the 235-pound weight class, it was Tolona Uni's Phoenix Molina who claimed 3rd place. Molina was beaten in her second-round matchup yesterday, so it was the hard road for her to 3rd. 4 straight victories, which included 2 falls and 2 shutout decisions. She, just like Cannon and Tuxhorn, is back next year for her senior year. Molina said she just has to follow the path that she's been on the past few seasons, which would be backing up back-to-back top 3 finishes.
I think I'm just going to keep on grinding like I did this year. There's more to happen, more to come. There's definitely better competitors, people always coming in and leaving, people getting better that you don't expect to. And honestly, if I just keep going on this train that I've been on, that I could end up in some really good places.
And we finished taking a look at Jacksonville's Alexis Seymour, who was a 5th place podium finisher in the 125-pound class. In the opening round of the state finals, Desi Azar beat Seymour with a 9-4 decision. And Seymour, she made a run through the consolation bracket, but dropped her consolation semi, setting up a rematch with Azar. Now, despite her confidence being shaken a little bit, she didn't let the rematch slip, as she capped off her high school career with both a win and a podium finish.
It feels really good. My freshman year was the start of the girls' state series, and just to keep advancing and placing, it feels really good to be up there with all those girls. I knew that I could beat her. I'd beaten her previously, so I just had that drilled in my mind, and I just knew I had to go out there and do what I know how to do and what my coaches have told me to do.
In the boys' dual state championships were also today in Bloomington. No local team advancing to the title match after Tolona Unity and Muhammad Seymour fell in their semifinals. But we would taking a look here at the 3rd place scores from tonight. Both the Bulldogs from Muhammad Seymour and the Rockets of Tolona Unity, they finished 4th in their respective classes. Incredible seasons, though, from both teams. Now, tomorrow will be an Illinois-centric day with both the men's and women's Illini basketball programs in action. The women closing their regular season against Michigan in Champaign, while the men, they're on the road against the Wolverines as well. But that does it for sports tonight. I'm Sammy St. Jean.
Thank you for watching, and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Be sure to watch more videos from News Channel 20.